Hey everyone, here we are for a new LP project following up from Ocarina of Time. This is Idrin.
This is Roxy.
And this is Ambi.
And we've had a lot of fun trying to sync this up because the intro to this isn't very obvious. But here we are with Majora's Mask. So, Ambi, do you know anything at all about this going in?
It involves masks, there's a skull kid, and the moon is falling.
Yes, that's pretty much all you need to know.
That is literally the plot.
Yep.
I mean, the game does give it to you within, like, the first 10 minutes.
Yep.
And the intro, even.
And here we get a nice little animation. A little bit more, I'm trying to think of the right words for it. Compared to the Ocarina of Time one, which was just riding around Epona in the field, this one feels a little bit more like fleshing out the world, showing off Clocktown, which is going to be the main city for this one, and be kind of the hub area.
Nice. Has Link's face become rounder?
He's a child.
Yeah. He's a little bit older, though, than he was as a child in Ocarina of Time. I believe in this game he's 12, 13, something like that.
Did they officially say that it's been a few years?
Yep.
Is it in the books that I haven't had the chance to read yet?
Yeah, it's in one of those somewhere, which makes the story even sadder, I think.
Yeah. As in, like, one of the, like, Hyrule Historia, or...
Yeah, it's somewhere in there. It might even have been... I think it was even before that. I think it might have been in some of the promotional material or something.
Okay.
I like this kissy face firefly.
So, a little bit of backstory for this game. Nintendo knew that they wanted to follow from Ocarina of Time, but they had to do it quick, so they gave the development team just 1 year to put out a sequel. And so they had to figure out a way to do that, and that involved reusing a lot of Ocarina of Time assets, but in a very creative way. The idea is, well, I won't go into the details of the idea behind it yet, but a very large portion of the game is reused models and whatnot from Ocarina of Time, done very well. And there's the moon.
Hi, moon.
So my timing was a little bit good to kick this off, because it turns out, I'm actually doing this on a Wii for the audience, and it turns out that Wii Virtual Console is ending at the end of this year.
Yep.
Okay.
So
we're gonna power through this.
Yep, got in just in time. Thankfully everyone keeps their downloads, so you don't lose stuff that you download on your Wii or anything. You just won't be able to download anything else from then on.
Yeah.
And that's what kicks off Majora's Mask. Since the end of Ocarina of Time, Link's been searching the world trying to find Navi. Rude fairies.
Extremely rude.
So this is actually the same Skull Kid from the Lost Woods before, the one that we used to play that we played the Ocarina with now and then.
Mm-hmm.
So before we chase after the Skull Kid, let's take a look at the menu for this game.
Ooh.
So, like you said, Ambi, masks are a big part of this. Look at our collectibles. Songs, of course. Different ones from the previous game. You can see that we don't exactly have a concept of different equipment on the body like we did in Ocarina of Time. You just get upgrades over time. You can see
That's kind of nicer.
Yep. So you've got the old Kokiri sword, and we've grown enough that we can actually use the Hylian shield as a normal shield. We don't have to just crouch with it on our backs.
Well,
I guess we got, stronger along the way somehow.
Yep.
but what about the friends we made along the way, Wakshi? What about the friends?
Who needs friends when you've got a sword?
Man, Epona must have had a really fun time getting up here.
Might have also noticed that Link has some new jumps.
Ooh, sweet flip. Teleport.
Well, 7 years of, fighting. Not fighting physically, but,
Yeah.
I think, his whole experience, toughened his spirit up a bit, so,
sure.
even though he's young, that, he knows how to do this shit.
I mean, you saw that glare he was giving the Skull Kid.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Ooh. Well, good thing there's no falling damage in this game.
If you never stop falling.
This floating asshole. Rude.
That's just his face.
By the way, that's a good point there. That to demonstrate that the look of them in the Nintendo 64 games is just stylistic, because a lot of people interpret this as literally fairies in these games just being glowing orbs.
I mean, they're not?
Nope, it's just for appearance sake, just to make them look neat.
Yeah, I mean, like, they have auras. It's in the same way that, like, in that, I think it was the Hook movie with Robin Williams, like,
Yeah,
Tink.
yeah.
She just, most of the time, appears like the little glowing thing.
Yeah.
But then she dims her own light, and you can see her better.
Yeah. As a side note, if I remember right, I think fairies in the original Legend of Zelda were actually inspired by Tinkerbell.
Mm. You know, a boy dressed in green in the forest.
Yeah.
Thematic similarities.
A little bit. It's subtle.
Also, for years, I didn't know how to pronounce her name.
Mm-hmm.
And then it made sense.
Yep. I really love her as a character.
I love her a lot. She has a lot of personality.
Yeah. Yep. Tattle and Tail.
Tattletale.
As much as I love Navi, it always was kind of a shame that they didn't really give her much to do. Hold
on. Did he just look at the camera and go like, I don't know?
Yep.
Christ. Way to break the fourth wall, Nintendo. But yeah, they didn't give her much to, like, work with.
Yeah. What there was, I thought was really sweet, but there wasn't enough of Navi.
Yeah. I also like that Tattle doesn't have a voice.
Yeah. And also, even her sound effects are slightly different than Navi. They didn't just reuse the same audio.
Yeah.
Like her chimes and stuff.
Yeah, it's like slightly distorted or something.
Yeah. So, we can dive into these flowers like this, but we can't climb as a Deku Scrub.
He does have little legs.
Yep. Oh, I keep forgetting that you don't need to hold A to float. This is a really nice way to do a tutorial, I think.
Okay.
I liked how the game gives you little cues visually and I guess through the audio that like when you burrow into the flower, right? He like as he burrows in and then he takes a second, like puffs out air or whatever to let you know that like, all right, you can use it now. And then when he's floating for like a certain distance, you can see that he starts to tire out and you know like, okay, I have to land somewhere.
Yep. It's really nice when you see little details like that, little affordances is what is I think the technical name for them, like hints that let a person know how to interact with something without just telling them outright.
Yeah. Also the little texture of like a ring of stones on the platform.
Yeah.
Platform? Really? Platform.
Oh, there's one thing that I didn't show yet. While you're in the air, if you have Deku Nuts, you can drop them.
Yep.
Nice.
Little aerial support.
Yep. And here we have a nice and clever reuse of the Twisted Hallway from the Forest Temple. And a really cool looking environment.
She's hiding.
You can see a Darth Maul mask there, by the way.
Huh.
It's a little Easter egg they stuck in, and on the very back of his pack, you can just barely make out the side of a Mario mask. There's a really nice understated eeriness to the way they do his animations, how he just jumps from pose to pose.
Jesus. You can see the Mario one there. Oh, nice.
I don't think that's a Darth Maul mask.
They actually said outright. The developers said they did. It was around the time of Phantom Menace when Majora's Mask came out.
Okay.
And they wanted to just leave it in as an Easter egg, because they liked the design of his facial makeup. So we've got 3 days to get our Ocarina back.